What up? What up? What up? Welcome to Shit Talking Sunday. We're your hosts,
Right.
Miriah and Ty. Ty, good to see you. It's been a while. We actually have some 49ers news to actually talk about. So yeah, it's good to be back. How you feeling?
Yeah.
Good to see you.
Yeah. I'm doing good. It's good to be back. Missed you. Missed the stream. Everybody out there. But yeah, it's good to be back, doing good, and we got stuff to talk about. So let's get to it.
Yeah, chat, what's up? Good to see you all. Rob, I saw you say you missed us. We missed you all too. For those real quick before we get into any 49ers news as you guys roll in. Well, before that, drop a 57 in the chat to get entered into the dog race. We're doing a giveaway for a numbered Dre Greenlaw card. And so we're going to race some dogs, find out who wins. So drop your 57s in the chat so
Drop it.
I can put your name into the dog race. Rob, I got you. And I'm going to star them as I go so I don't miss anybody. Don, Jimmy, Rob, I have you three entered in already. Throwback, what's up? Let me say what's up to you guys before I get into my spiel.
Yeah. Got people's in here.
Yeah. What's good? Don, what's up? What's up?
Don.
Sorry for your loss. Don had a loss in her family today, but she's still here with us, trying to keep her mind off of it. So sorry for your loss, but I'm glad you're still here with us. Jimmy, what's good? What's good? Good to see you. Rob D, what up? What up? Collie, what's good?
What
Good
up?
to see you. Hope you're doing well. Sin,
What's
hello,
good?
my friends. How you doing? Daniel, what's good? Actually, it was already starting. It was kind of sluggish 2023 7 parts. What does that mean? All right, let me get Collie into the dog race. Let me star your little thing here so I don't forget.
There you go.
Collie and Sin. I'm going to put you two in right now. McNiner, what's good? What's good,
buddy?
All right, let me add you two names real quick so I don't get too behind on them. So we got Sin and Collie. All right, we got Don, Jimmy, Rob, Sin, Collie. Drop a 57 in the chat if you wanted to get into the dog race for the numbered Dre Greenlaw card, and I'll get you in there. So, yeah, originally, the reason why we haven't been here, McNiner, I'll get you on there, is because my wife has been, we didn't have much, there wasn't much going on as far as sports to begin with. So we were going to take the first week off. But then my wife, she's been really ill. And so she's been in the hospital for like the last week. So I've been dealing with that, trying to get her back better. And obviously, those that know, like she's the provider for our home. So, when she's ill, when she's out of work, like shit gets scary around here because what are we going to do,
Mm-hmm.
So it's just been, like stressful, crazy time. Number one thing overall, obviously, is getting her, back healthy. So we're trying to, she's starting to feel a little bit better now, but, ultimately she still needs to have surgery. So that'll be coming up in the next week or so. And so probably when that time comes, obviously I'll need to take more time off because, I'm the only one here to take care of her. So yeah, that's kind of what I've been dealing with. But, there was obviously some things that happened in the 49ers NFL world. So, I figured we'd come on and chat about it and, kind of just chill with y'all so you didn't think that we just abandoned you guys. We were never coming back. Thanks, Sin. Appreciate it. Collie, thank you. Appreciate it. Papa J, what's good?
Good.
I see you. And let me add you two on there. So we got McNiner and Jay. Oh, I said, hell no, we're not putting Jay on there. I'm gonna just put one letter. Uh-oh. Maybe we're gonna have to do 2 races.
Oh, limit number of entries
At a time, yeah.
Nah.
So I'll do 2 races and then do a
Split
third.
it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes,
There you go.
I'll just make
So
these the first original one shorter.
Yeah, you can have it in heats. Break it
Yeah.
up.
2 dog races. So the first one will be Don, Jimmy, Robson, Collie, McNiner. Jay, you'll start the second one. We'll see who you know. If nobody else shows up, that's Jay's wins the round automatically. That's what happens here. I make the rules. So Jay, you hope and pray that nobody else shows up and drops a 57 in the chat and you move on to the finals, okay? All right. Daniel Barry, what's good? Commanders are better now. Let's get into it. Big news yesterday. You know, it's funny because just like literally 2 hours before the Deebo news came out, I was talking to my wife about how when one of the like NFL reporters, he had put out a tweet that said he was going to release an article like someday this upcoming week about all the rumors and stuff circulating at the NFL Combine. But he said one rumor that I think will already have happened before I can even get that article, like one rumor that will already have come to fruition before like he could get that article out was Deebo Samuel getting traded. So I told my wife, like, it should be happening, for him to put that out there like that, like it has, going to be happening. Like something's already in the works. And then obviously the news breaks that Deebo gets traded to the Commanders. Adam Peters, comes, gets his guy for a 5th round draft pick. Now, here's where I'm at with it. Leading up into this actually happening, we have broke it down and talked about, well, what are we going to even be able to get for Deebo? And, the discussion came, well, if nobody trades for him, they're going to end up cutting him and then we don't get shit for him, right? Like he don't want to be here. He wants out. John Lynch already came out and said, we're going to fulfill his request. We're going to trade him. So 49ers fans were like, we'll be happy to get anything, right? Now we actually trade him and get a 5th round draft pick. Well, shit, what? We weren't going to get no fucking first for him. Like, come on. Nope. Now fans are pissed because that's all we got was a 5th. And it's just like, like, oh my God, regardless what happens, like so many people like overreact to it. Like, shit, I'm happy with the 5th because we know the 49ers can draft in the 5th round. So
exactly,
give me 5th round picks all day long. And like, how I felt about it is exactly that. He asked for a trade. He didn't want to be here. Get whatever. I don't give a shit. When I say get whatever you can get for him, get whatever you can get. And then like he's been a part of us for so many years. Yeah, he's an op now, but like I joked around, send him to the Panthers because they're shit, whatever. But like you don't want to send the guy to like the Cleveland Browns and totally tank the rest of his future, right? Like, so I'm happy that he actually going to a place that has an up and coming great quarterback, like a great franchise now, that they have better leaders in there and all that. And an up and coming franchise, like he can go in there and actually make a difference with that team. So I think it's a win-win for both sides. Like I'm fine with the 5th round draft pick, like I said, and like I appreciate Deebo for what he did. He actually like, who was it that shared a post earlier? It was Jason Aponte. Shout out to him. He shared a post and said, thank you, Deebo. And it was like clips from the season that, I think it was from the season that we got to the Super Bowl with Jimmy. And so I reshared it and I'm like, thank you, Deebo, for carrying 10. And basically, like, could you imagine? Like, I just think about that, like, and I know, like, I get on Deebo's ass because of what he's been recently, but we all know what he was, what he had been, and like, I think about it, like, can you imagine, like, all the shit? Think about this, you guys, realistically. All the shit that we talked about Jimmy Garoppolo and still talk about him. even the Jimmy Garoppolo fans, you have to be honest about this. Could you imagine what Jimmy Garoppolo and the 49ers would have been if there was no Deebo Samuel on this team?
Exactly.
When I say Deebo carried Jimmy, like you should have put a 19/10 on the back of Deebo's jersey, because that's like he had to fucking do everything literally for, like Jimmy should owe Deebo like his entire life, I swear. Yeah. Like every dollar in your bank account right now is thanks Deebo. But for real, like, shout out to him. I wish him obviously nothing but the best, like no hard feelings. But it was time.
Yep.
It was time. What are your thoughts on him getting traded? Chat, if anybody else wants to get into the Dre Greenlaw giveaway, into the dog race, drop a 57 in the chat to get in there. And let us know in the comments how you guys are feeling about the trade as well. All right, Ty, let us know.
Yeah. Feel good about it. We know John Lynch loves to get something for nothing. He doesn't like to let guys just walk, especially when they have value. And it's kind of been his MO to get like 5th and 6th round picks for guys, right? I mean, Raheem Mostert, Jeff Wilson Jr. comes to mind. I think Mostert was a free agent. Who was the other guy? The block is hot linebacker that couldn't stay healthy. I remember we traded him away for like a 5th. It's kind of what John Lynch does. So
yeah,
we saw this trade coming for like 2 years. We've been talking about it for 2 years. Oh, the 49ers can't afford to pay 2 wide receivers. Deebo needs to go, blah, blah, blah. And of course, he requested this trade. So we knew it was definitely happening this year, right? It was going to happen. So
I mean, I can't stand you. What the hell is D-Slow mac and cheese belly Samuel? Oh my God, Tommy, where do you come up with this shit?
So yeah, but he's gone. See ya. I mean, he was great for us. He did wonderful things. We knew, like you said, made Jimmy look a lot better than he was, because all that short and wide receiver screens and all that stuff that he used to do, just give it to Deebo and let Deebo go. I remember that Bears game. I think it might have been 2018 or 19, or 2019 or 2020, when you couldn't get the offense going at all because Jimmy was stinking it up, and he just throws it out to Deebo and he takes it 85 yards, almost scored a touchdown. That kind of saved the season. We know what he did in 2021. That's what you
could always count on him to do.
Yeah.
Like, not to cut you off, but it reminds me of, I keep seeing this posted as well. And one of my favorite memories, to come out is him. I think it was a playoff game, and like we were down or something, and they go into halftime, and he tells John Lynch, just tell Kyle to give me the fucking ball, like just give me the ball. And like they come out of halftime, and Deebo freaking tore those motherfuckers up, and it's just like, those are the things, like, we have to hope now that CMC can be that, like, hopefully he's not all busted up too. But like, we have nobody on our team right now that you could say, like, shit, we're down. If you give this player the ball, there's a great chance, of course, not 100% chance of anything, but there's a great chance that they can do something special.
They can just make something happen.
Turn around. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, that's what he provided. That's what he did. And we hadn't seen that much this year. Well, didn't see it at all much this year.
Yeah.
But it doesn't take away what he did, and he was awesome for us. And I wish him nothing but the best. Go do your thing. Tear it up with Washington. Maybe we'll see you down the road, but hey, good luck to him.
Yeah. Just B, Washington fan, what's up? Appreciate you coming through. Says Deebo has never played with a quarterback like Jaden. Can't wait to see it. And that's the last show that we had before our little break. when we were talking about, places Deebo can go, and we were, pairing him up with like a quarterback like Lamar or, somebody like that. Jaden, exactly like that. Like, can you imagine, you have Deebo, you have Jaden, you have a great running back, and they're all back there, any of them. Like, who can, you can't block fucking, can't stop everybody. Like, you have no clue who's going to be coming out of that backfield with the ball.
But
And
just from a receiver standpoint too, and we had talked about it, the best place for him to go is somewhere where they have a legit number one receiver, and he can continue to do his thing underneath and all that other stuff. And we know they got Terry McLaurin. He's a legit number one. So now Deebo doesn't have to carry the load. He can continue to do his thing. Cliff Kingsbury could dial up plays for him. Could be very productive for him.
Yeah, because that was going to be one of the bad things, is that if he got traded to a team that was expecting him to come in and be the number one guy, like, that's just not
that's not who he it's not who he is.
Perfect situation, like, with the quarterback, and then, like you said, being paired up with Terry already, scary Terry as the number one. Yeah, and then you got a Deebo Samuel that is hungry now. Like, he wants to go in there. He has something to prove. So, we know that when Deebo sets his mind to actually be and do, we know what happens. So, I'm expecting, as long as he can stay healthy, of course, I'm expecting to see good things from Deebo with Washington. And like I said, to get a 5th, shit, better than a 7th, better than us cutting him and not getting shit. So
exactly, yeah,
I'm perfectly fine with that. I think it's a win-win for both sides. Let's see. Oh, Steve-O, let me add you. Let's start this. Oh, so Steve-O will be with Papa J on the second race. So let me
enter 5-7 to get into the race, y'all. 5-7 if you haven't.
Let me reset this timer down lower. We'll do 30 seconds. I had it at 45. All right, so let's do the first rounds of the race. Dion, Tommy,
here you go.
Got you in the second race.
We're doing 2 heats.
2 heats. So the winner of this one will go against the winner against the winner of the second heat, and then they'll go for the final. So those that haven't seen, let me show it real quick before we do this as well. It's going to be this. It's numbered with the freaking glare here. Dre Greenlaw. All right. Let's get it. Share screen. Let's get the dog race up for the dog. All right. So, the first one, we got McNiner, Collie, Sin, Rob, Jimmy, Don. Ready? All right. 30 seconds. Let's go. Good luck.
Oh, my God. It's the legit dog races.
Yep. You do.
Rob stretching the lead. Rob breaking away. He's showing that 40 speed.
Somebody gonna come take it away. McNiner's coming.
Look at McNiner at the top, making a run. Look at Don at the
bottom. All right.
Dawn, being the swiper that she is, comes up at the end and gets the win.
How do I stop this damn music in my ear?
Congrats, Dawn.
Oh my God. All right. There's the damn music. Whew. All right, Dawn, congrats. So Dawn, the winner of the first round.
The internets know you.
Let me clear this and get the second one set up. Did we have anybody else? Did you see?
Anybody else? I didn't see anyone else.
so far, so if you haven't seen your name and you want to get in there, the second round, we got Jay, Steve-O, Dion, and Tommy.
Yeah.
Two
If you're
more
not in
people
yet,
can
enter
enter.
5-7. If you're not in,
2 more can enter. If not, it'll just be these 4. I put Toomey. Looney Toomey. Instead of Tommy. All right. We're gonna.
Steve-O, don't start nothing. Don't be starting nothing, Steve-O.
He's starting trouble. All right. We're gonna stop the entries in there. Let's get this second one going. All right, here we go. All right. Tommy, Dion, Steve-O, Jay, you're up. Let's go. Good luck. Jay taking the lead. Tommy coming up. Lead.
Dion fading.
Dion.
Dion's going to make a run at the end. He's
drinking his energy drink right now.
Uh-huh.
He's about to take off.
Oh, Jay's trying to stretch it out, though. Look at this. Is he running away with it? Dion. Oh, look, Dion with the run.
Oh, shit.
I called it.
Tommy and Steve-O. Dion takes it.
I called it.
Congrats. All right, let me just do the final one here. So we got Don, the double D's. Don and Dion.
There you go. Winner take all.
All right.
What's up, Jimmy?
We're going to make this 45. All right. You two ready? We got Don in the white, Dion in the orange. Here we go. Good luck. Get that ball. Go.
Run for it. That's
Dion,
right.
Don got the early lead.
Yep.
But Dion's keeping up.
She got the early acceleration.
I don't know how it's going to do when there's only 2.
I know.
Dion's got the stamina? The gap.
It's a longer race. This is a 60-yard dash. Oh, there you go. He's cutting into it.
Just raced.
But no.
Uh-oh.
Don's stretching out the lead here.
Don had a little rester in between.
Exactly. So. She's got the advantage.
Gonna make the
she's pulling
push.
Away.
Oh, shit. Away. Here comes Dion.
He's got the reserves.
Dion takes it.
At the end. He had strategy. He was saving it for the end again.
Dion knows how to do these races.
Mm-hmm.
Congrats. Dion gets the Dre Green Law.
Congrats.
All right.
I'm a fan of the races.
Yeah, it's fun. I would just wish there was a way for, like for the chat to be able to do like hashtag whatever and it just enter them in there, like.
Yeah, exactly. Automatically.
Go in and do it. Yeah.
Takes out the manual work for you.
So we still are going to do a regular giveaway. I figured we'll do one for these 3 since this seems to be on track to be the future of the 49ers, I guess. We got Brock Purdy.
Ricky P, 13-14.
And Cowing.
With the rookie, the original rookie jersey, 83.
So we're going to do hashtag fun day. Get your asses in there right now.
Sunday fun day.
Fun day. Make sure you spell it right, y'all, okay? I know I had to give you guys a lesson on spelling every time, but...
And no spaces.
Fun day all together, all right, y'all? Hashtag fun day. Get in there. I don't even see one motherfucker in there. All right, Sin. Making
There
sure
you
you
go.
guys are getting
She's
it.
first. That's how you do it,
There
folks.
you go,
Get
Sid.
in there.
Get in there. So another rumor, or I don't know what you want to call it, actually came out right before the news of Deebo getting traded. And that was that the 49ers are open to trading wide receiver Brandon Aiyuk a year after all the fucking drama and giving him a massive contract. They are now open to trading him. Now, this started coming out as just like a little rumor from little pages, and then all of a sudden, you know, the bigger guys tweeted it as well, as in Rappaport and, you know, them. So obviously there is some truth to it. Now we know something John Lynch tells us all the time. If you aren't pretty much Nick Bosa, they're interested in picking up the phone and listening to what teams have to say about anybody. So, do I think the 49ers are going to start next season and be without both Deebo and Brandon Aiyuk now? No, I do not. I do not think. Now, obviously, if some crazy ass fucking team called up and says, "Hey, I'll give you a first round draft pick, pick number 3, you know, whatever,"
Exactly.
then yeah, you know, that big ass contract, you move it for something like that, right? But I don't think any team is stupid enough to offer something that the 49ers are willing to take. And like I said, that is a massive contract to take on. For now, a team would probably might do it if Brandon Aiyuk had completed last season healthy.
Bingo.
But now for a team to do it with a wide receiver coming off a ACL tear that you have no fucking clue.
Mm-hmm.
Are they going to be okay? Are they going to be the same? You know, the doctor, whoever that always tweets out stuff on Twitter, said it's about a 50-50 on this injury, that, you know, somebody in that position, like a wide receiver, comes back from this injury the same, because they have to do all the cutting and whatnot, you know? So
Exactly.
now a team taking a risk like that, I just don't see it happening. So I do think Brandon Aiyuk will be on the 49ers come the start of the season. But you know, we can't ever go through a fucking off season without having drama. So here we fucking are. Ridiculous.
No,
We haven't
no.
even made it through the NFL combine,
No,
and
no, no,
already
no, no,
we're
no,
going
no.
through this bullshit.
To me, that's not drama. That's not drama. That is just TV. That's TV. That's pure TV ratings. And for those that don't know what I'm talking about, today's media TV isn't what it used to be. Now it's based on what's trending on social media. So like Miriah mentioned, and as we all know, this thing was picking up steam early in the week on social, blah, blah, blah. Everyone during the week who at the combine talked to John Lynch personally, John Lynch told them, I don't see it happening. It's not happening. But it was still talked about on social media. So someone gets on TV, they need something to talk about, something that's trending, a hot topic. Guess what was chosen? Now, you got to also think about how these guys choose buzzwords to get people talking. Previous years, it was sources, right? Everyone had sources. Ooh, my sources. This year is confirm. I can confirm they're open to trading him. You see how the game is played? But check this out. John Lynch left on Friday morning, but on Saturday afternoon, it was confirmed. You was around the dude all week. You never spoke to him. But all of a sudden, when it's not there, you confirm something. You got to watch how the game is played. I don't think there's nothing to this. This is the same soup, just reheated, right? It was talked about last year, and it got crazy buzz. Hey, let's do it again. It's good for TV. Boom. Just put it out there. Oh, like you said though, anything can
Annoying as
happen
fuck.
if it, yeah, it's just annoying because us fans have to deal with it, and there's crazy people that jump on it like, oh, that guy said it, so it must be real. Nope. That guy gets paid to get clicks and views, just like everybody else you see out there. So
Yep.
you got to be careful what these guys talk about and make sense of it. Now, like you said, could it happen? Of course. If some stupid team out there wants to be like, hey man, we'll give you a first and a third for him because we really need a number one receiver. You want a guy that tore up every ligament in his knee? You going to give me a first and a third? You going to take his contract too? Yes, we'll pay the whole contract. Take him. Hit accept. Where do I sign? Right? Of course you're going to make that deal. But I don't think any team is dumb enough to even do that. But you never know. Crazier things have happened. Yeah. Look at the Deshaun Watson contract. Like, why would Cleveland do that? But there you go.
You know they want to kill themselves every day for that still.
Oh, big time. Big time. Big time.
McNair says, sources, LOL. Billy Job Bob isn't a good source. Neither is the neighbor's cat.
Exactly. My neighbor's uncle's gas attendant told me.
And this, Kali says, no one does legitimate journalism anymore.
No.
It's like everybody's so quick on Twitter to add journalism in their freaking bio or whatever, you know, but like, what is a journalist these days?
That term is used very loosely.
It's like,
just because you got a blog.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean
like, because I write in my diary every day. Like,
exactly.
Because I come to Twitter and put my freaking bitches and complaints out there. I'm a journalist. Like, exactly. I'm journaling. I use that as my journal. So here we go. Like, that's what people like. I swear. Like, people have journalism degrees or whatever the frick they went to school for. And it's just like,
yeah.
For what? Because Sally Joe just rolled out of her bed yesterday and is claiming to be the same thing as you. So,
yeah. Or the inside. Tommy just put there, you guys can be journalists. Yeah, we can be insiders.
We all are.
You can be insiders. What does it take to be an insider, folks?
I'll be a journalist. You guys, I'll be my insiders, chat.
Vibe with me on this.
We'll do this thing.
To be an insider, you got to have knowledge of a team. You got to have a platform to talk about the team, social media, and you got to know somebody inside the building. That could be the janitor, the guy that works concessions, anybody. That's all it takes. The security guy. That's all it takes to be an insider. If you got those three, you could put it on your bio.
It's ridiculous. Ridiculous. I wore my Deebo shirt today, you guys, in honor.
Representing.
Because now it turns into my cleaning shirt. You and up now, buddy.
Just got knocked down the peg.
All right.
I'm laughing hard because now I know what to do with my shirt. That's a good idea.
In a minute, I'm going to pull up this Stephanie Sanchez diary here of everybody. Steph's a journalist because she put this together, by the way.
Steph knows John Lynch. She's more of an insider than the insiders.
Steph is an insider
that you pay attention to. Think about that.
It's going to tell us all the players so far that the 49ers have met with at the combine. So let's take a look through that. But before that, let's draw this giveaway. So hashtag fun day. If you haven't gotten in there yet, get in there. Last call. Last motherfucking call. Ooh, I already drew. So whoever this is, sorry for you. All right. Let me get back to it. See, you guys, it took off too many fucking days. I don't know what the hell's going on.
Can't work the fancy new computer.
I know. Still can't log into freaking Twitter. It's like, and I put in the thing that you have to do, you know, on like you can't talk to anybody. There's no actual support.
No.
And nobody answers the little thing that you got to do. Like, so I don't understand how I'm ever going to get in there. It's ridiculous. All right. I'm going to draw.
Let's do it.
Let's do Cowing. And then Ricky. And then Purdy. Good luck, y'all. Good luck. Good luck. Good luck. Good luck. Tommy,
congrats.
Cowing is yours,
nice.
sir.
That's my guy.
All right. For Ricky P. Good luck. Ricky P. Ricky P gonna have a nice big role on the offense next season, so he better come ready.
Yep.
Cowing should also move up.
Yes, indeed.
Jimmy.
Good old Jimmy. Congrats.
Ricky P is yours. Obviously, Juwan Jennings again will get a bigger role.
Oh yeah, he'll start out as
about
wide receiver number 1 again, as he did for most of the season.
All right, Purdy. Hopefully, we see that Purdy news soon. I'm looking for some George Kittle news soon.
Yep.
Dion.
Hey.
Dion gets Purdy and Greenlaw.
You're gonna roll today.
Hopefully, with them making moves like this, that opens up space to get these guys paid, right? So,
yep, that opens up some cap room.
Congrats to our winners. But yeah, so Kittle, we need there's no way I can see them, ever letting Kittle go finish his career somewhere else. So just give him that nice how many ever years he feels like he might continue playing, 3 years, whatever the hell, 2 years.
Yeah.
And get it done.
Not unless a whole new regime comes in and wants to blow it up and they're like, I'm getting rid of everybody, That's the only way I can see it happening. But with John and Kyle there, he's staying.
I guess technically, Dion's a swiper, so we can give out the swiper.
Yeah.
So Dion, since you won more than one giveaway today, we have a swiper award. So it's just pretty much like a pay it forward since you won more than one thing. The swiper award has been sitting there waiting, and it is this Fred Warner. This glare is terrible today. Fred Warner, banging that motherfucking cowboy.
Dropping the cowboy.
Ezekiel Elliott on his ass.
Oh, yeah.
So, Dion, you get to choose somebody in the chat that has been entered into the giveaways today to win this card. Who would you like to give it to, sir? So we got Sin, McNiner, Rob, Steve-O, Jay, Don, Tommy, Collie. Who else is in there?
Oh, you picked Don.
All right.
There you go.
All right. Don. Bang. Fred Warner is going to you. Congrats. That's nice, since he went up against Don in the finals. So Don still gets something. All right. Congrats to you all. We'll get a new swiper card up there for the next. What up? Good to see you. How you been? How you doing? I'll get a new swiper card up there. I do have one already in the waiting in the.
Oh, there you go.
So this will be the next one. Lockdown. Nick Bosa.
Also taking down Brady. Oh, nice.
Taking down Brady.
There you go. That's a good one right there.
Be the next swiper card for our next show, or in the next time, that we get a swiper. So let me pull up. Let me remove this shit. Let me pull up this Sanchez diary here. All right. So let's take a look. Obviously, the combine's still going on. O-line has been going today. So we'll get to see some numbers coming out of there. Real quick before we get into this too much, man, speaking of like the 40, there are some quick ass 40s this year. Like some, I think it was like the cornerbacks and some quick ass running backs, wide receivers, like even that only one I seen, like the one quarterback that ran in the second, whatever, like man, he called himself like white lightning or some shit. I don't know,
dude was moving.
Like quarterback, yeah, like shit. And then did you see like that drill where the quarterback, like they make them do, like they really need to, like this is great, like the whole combine, right? Like get everybody together, the questioning, the interviews, all great.
Yeah.
But they have some like really outdated, dumbass tests that, like, why are you even fucking doing that? So did you see the one like with the quarterback throwing the fucking football as hard as he can, like into like, it's like 5 feet in front of him into the thing to see how hard like they could throw. And it's like the football like a fucking duck flying around, hits there. Well, you're never going to fucking do that in a game. Like you're going to take off your wide receiver, break his fucking hand off. Like if you're throwing that fast to a wide receiver 5 feet in front of you, like why, and it's just like, you have these O linemen or like guys that never fucking run, like why are they doing that?
I know. Like everybody's going crazy over that offensive lineman who ran, 4.9 today, whatever it was. And I'm like, what does that have to do with him pass protecting the quarterback?
Yeah.
Like, how does that help the quarterback not get sacked? Like why?
Like he's gonna be running with the quarterback as the quarterback's running for his life.
I know, right? I'm gonna get in front of you. Don't worry.
It's just like they really, like, I'm sure, if they actually put their like a team together to come up with new testing or new something like updated. Like when's the last time they updated this shit?
Exactly. It's
so some players, let's look at the 49ers have met with. So you'll see on there, obviously formal and informal. So I wanted to talk a little bit about that. I know most of you know the difference. But there was always that one or two people there that, are sitting there looking at it and don't know and don't want to ask because they don't want to seem stupid or whatnot. But, you can always ask questions if you don't know here. And either way, regardless, I'm going to try to give you the info. So let me just tell you guys real quick the difference. I had this saved where I was going to read off to you guys. All right, so here it goes. These meetings can be broken up into 2 buckets, formal and informal. Informal meetings are by design less structured. Coaches and scouts can try and set up times with players and chat one-on-one for as long as they like. The formal meetings, however, are much more rigid. Every team gets 20 minutes with up to 45 players over the course of the week. These meetings happen in suites at Lucas Stadium Oil. It says there are 32 teams in a league, and it very well may be that there are 32 different variations to these meetings. Some teams spend those 20 minutes just watching film, while others focus on off-the-field questions and concerns. Some clubs keep it light and fun, while others have a more serious and at times purposely adversarial atmosphere. Some franchises have dozens of people in attendance, while others have just one psychologist in the room leading the discussions. So, I thought that was pretty cool, because people think, even if you know the difference between informal and formal, like I would never guess that, each thing, if I didn't know anybody, that like I would think the guy goes in there, each team does, they hold things similar, like because they want to find out the info. But no, because we found out in the past, like that there's some teams that'll be drilling the freaking players in there.
Yeah.
They're like, they want to, okay, what's this play? They'll draw out a play, erase it, draw this shit out for me. Let me know right now. What's this player do? Wants them to know every player on the field does. Like they have some serious questioning there. And other teams like are just like, okay, so tell us about your family. What do you like to do?
Exactly,
like they're just trying to find out how the player themselves are. Yeah. So big difference in the way teams do it. So obviously O-line, a lot of, us want and need them to draft O-line. This is like, I like to see this one. I know a lot of 49ers fans like him, Membo out of Missouri. So he had a formal meeting with the 49ers, but quite a few O-line that had formal. We have Will Campbell out of LSU with a formal meeting, Kelvin Banks out of Texas, Josh Connerly, Holland Pierce met with them, but it doesn't say whether or not it was formal or informal. We got Josh Simmons out of Ohio State with a formal meeting. So quite a few. Hopefully, I don't know, after, because like I said, O-line's going right now. I have it up on the screen over here. Now, I don't know if they'll still, once they get done today, if O-line's completely done or if they still have guys, meeting with teams. So by the time Steph and I do our show on Thursday, this will all be filled out, with every player that they met with, obviously, because it'll be over. Because I'm not seeing, like, it was there. Yeah, I mean, there's not too many. Like, I thought they would met with more like D-line than this. So I don't know if there's like more coming or if this is going to be it, but we'll keep an eye for sure. So O-line, we got a wide receiver, Trey Harris, for formal meeting. A few running backs they've met with, 5 different ones. Looks like only one with a formal meeting, and that's Caleb Johnson out of Iowa. Wide receivers might be looking to draft a wide receiver now. We got Juice Wells out of Ole Miss, had a informal meeting. Yeah, I like that, Juice Wells. What's this? Quarterback snuck in here. Had a few conversations with the 49ers. We got Ricky White. Yes, my guy out of UNLV. Let's go. Get him. With the informal. Savion Williams out of TCU with a formal. Jaden Higgins out of Iowa State had a formal meeting with the 49ers, plus met with them at the Senior Bowl as well. So he's had a couple meetings with them. So that's interesting. Edge Shamar Stewart has met. Now, these ones don't say if it's like formal or informal, just met. So probably informal if I had to guess. A safety, only one safety, huh?
Wow, that's interesting.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Andrew Makuba. Makuba out of Texas.
He's the safety to pick in this draft for everyone. So I see why they met with him.
Yeah. Are you gonna go like we would need to get him in the first round then?
Probably.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So a few cornerbacks. Quincy Riley had a formal. Max Hairston. Kobe Bryant with a formal. Will Johnson with a formal. Jacob Parrish had a formal plus a Senior Bowl meeting.
Oh, nice.
And then a couple informals. Zy Alexander out of LSU, BJ Adams, and Tommy Hill had informals. A few tight ends. Hopefully we can get, like, man, can we actually get a decent tight end too? Can this finally be the year that we have somebody? So met with a few tight ends. Let's see. This was informal. Mason Taylor out of LSU. Now this one, he had a couple meetings. CJ Dupree out of Alabama. supposed to be a day 3 pick. I'm guessing that's what this means.
Yeah.
Met with 49ers at the Combine, informal, plus the Senior Bowl. So it's had a couple of meetings. So
Okay.
that's going to be one that we should keep an eye on. Jake Bringingstool. Wow. What a last name
What a
he had
name.
to grow up
I
with.
know. Yeah.
Holy shit. Formal meeting. Some of these kids, like, man, you just
I
got to feel
know.
bad for them because you know they got made fun of.
Oh yeah.
Colston Loveland met with 49ers at the Combine. And then we got Harold Fannin out of Bowling Green with a formal. Edge and, D-line. I just know Femi. I don't know any idea how to pronounce the rest.
Yeah.
So we'll just go with Femi. 49ers very high on him. They've met twice with him at the Senior Bowl.
Okay.
And I've seen this weekend, in the rumor mill going around on social media that the 49ers were very high on him. So definitely one to keep an eye on there.
Mm-hmm.
Because, that's one, if they do go O-line in the first round and come back and do D-line in the second, that's a name to keep an eye on because he's supposed to be day 2. Or do, even if they double up, D-line, shit. Who knows what they're going to end up doing, but definitely because he's a day 2. A linebacker stuck in here, Nick Martin, formal meeting. So back to D-line, we got CJ West, Shamar Turner, Walter Nolan. I know a lot of people are high on Walter Nolan.
Yeah.
I hear his name a lot thrown out there. So they're all formal. We got James Pierce with a formal. They're all supposed to be day 1 picks. So that's what I'm saying. Like, this guy says he's supposed to be a day 3. So another one at the 49ers, if they feel like double dipping, come back around and, day 3 and hit the D-line again. He's had 2, that CJ West, he's had 2 meetings with the 49ers already. Had a formal at the Combine, plus met with them at the Shrine Bowl.
Yep.
So that's a good name to keep an eye on, a day 3 pick there. And then we got Elijah Roberts. He's met with all but 2 teams. Oh, that was at the Shrine Bowl anyways. Yeah. So I was just trying to go through and only get the ones that, happened this weekend. So that looks like so far all that's on there from the Combine. But like I said, when Steph and I go to do our show on Thursday, this will, if they have met, with anybody else, this will all be updated by then because the Combine will be over. So yeah, I don't know. Did you see that news on that? What was he? O-line. He was supposed to be like the number 1, drafted overall player, and then it come out that he has an injury and
the big knee injury.
Yeah, like they're questioning if he needs to have surgery. They're making a decision back and forth. Man,
I saw
that gotta be terrible. Like, come out right before, and you're supposed to be. And of course, the his agent was like, "Oh, we don't expect that to tank his draft stock any."
Of course, yeah.
Like, you're gonna draft a player number 1 overall in the draft that can't play for you don't know how long, and then that doctor, that guy that I mentioned earlier that had talked about Aiyuk, the Twitter doctor. I don't know what his name is. I just call him the Twitter doctor. He had shared and said it was like a very, very slim number of players that are ever the same that come back from that injury.
Yep.
Like, it's a bad injury,
Yeah.
And it's just
it's like the worst one, especially for a lineman.
Draft you first, like, come the fuck on.
Yeah, exactly.
And you may be damaged goods, like, no, he's definitely gonna fall.
Yeah, I don't care what you say, Mr. Agent Man. It ain't happening.
You can cut that paycheck that you're getting down, buddy.
Yep. Better get you another client quick.
Yeah. Like, man, that's some terrible blow to.
Yeah.
Terrible. So, a lot of things have a chance of changing, with those. There's only 10 picks in front of us. So if players start falling, or some players, some players that might have raised their stock during these combines with high numbers or whatever, there's always those players that aren't that great, that come into the combine, test off the charts,
Yep.
get drafted way higher than they should have because of that test,
Exactly.
and then end up being not that great.
Yeah.
So maybe, we'll have those guys that sneak up in front of us that push some good players down to us. Hopefully the 49ers aren't one of those dumbasses that draft, one of those players. Like,
Exactly.
can we
Yeah.
just hit on this pick? Like, whatever you do, please.
We need to. It's
Yes.
too important. Yeah.
Yeah. John Lynch at his combine interview talked about, like wanting to get this team younger, and well, you need to hit on draft picks for that to happen, buddy.
Yeah. You got to hit on the picks, and they got to get playing time. Like,
yeah,
that's another key to it.
Exactly.
Don't play these old guys. Yeah. Well, older.
Yeah. And then like Steph, she had shared a post that what's his name with the Saints that he used to play with Arizona, the Honey Badger.
Yeah, Honey Badger.
Like that she'd be interested in him. I'm like, I'm not. Like that washed up old ass should have already been retired. Like, no, thank you. We need to get younger, not freaking bring in the retirement home. Like,
he's not the player he used to be.
No.
and everyone says we need a safety with some speed and range. That's not him anymore. Like, yeah, like early him, yeah, he was going out getting picks, doing stuff. Not no more as Holmes. Like, let's not do that.
Right.
No more bringing in these old guys when we have a clear direction we want to go in.
Yeah.
Like, let's make this happen the right way.
Yeah. If they can hit on, the draft like they did this last draft, like that's what we need, because we have a bunch of holes, and like you're not going to be able to fill them, unless you hit. So
yeah. And we got higher. We're higher in the draft this year, much higher. 30. From 31 to 11, we're way up. So we should be hitting on a lot of quality players this year, and make sure they do it right.
Yeah, and I hope to not be drafting this high again for a while. So
no,
like make this one fucking count.
This is a once in every 4 or 5 year type thing. like we hit this year, and then we don't have to do this again for a long time.
Yeah. I see a couple of you snuck in here. Jason, what's good? Corona, what's good? Hope y'all are well, doing well. We're getting out of here. We will be back tomorrow, right, to talk basketball, women's basketball, talk some Unrivaled, some WNBA news, all that good stuff. Finally, the Aces had their, press conferences with our new girls, so get to talk about that. So yeah, if you're getting into WNBA women's basketball, or you're already into it, make sure you tune in with us tomorrow, 6 Pacific time, every Monday, most Mondays. We're here. SGA, what's good? I appreciate you all coming through, hanging out with us for Sunday fun day. Like I said, wife's surgery is still coming up and stuff. So, if you see me disappear again for a little bit, I'll be back. Just know I'm dealing with some shit. So this has to obviously get put to the back burner while I take care of her. But yeah, I missed you guys. I appreciate you guys coming through. Much love. Sounds good, SJ. Don, appreciate you guys. So yeah, much love. Appreciate y'all. Everybody have a safe, wonderful, awesome week coming up. You guys are going to kick this week's ass, all right? So wake up early tomorrow. Early bird gets the motherfucking worm, and that ain't me. So you guys got to get it, all right? So have a great week. We'll see you guys when we see you guys. We're out of here. Peace.